Alright, I think we're all done with A. Does that sound right? Yes? Okay, so I want to talk about a couple of key things, okay? First things first, which functions did y'all think, or which equations did you think could go with that graph that was originally given to us? I mean, like F1, F2, F3, F1. Does anyone disagree with F1, or we all agree? We should all agree because we did that one together. There we go. F1, what else? F2, everyone agrees on F2? What else? Does everyone agree on F6? No. No? Uh-oh. Why not, Lexi?
Because vertex is positive and ours is negative.
So go into more detail. What do you mean the vertex is
The
positive?
graph on negative 6, 3 is positive vertex points.
So what's my vertex?
It would be 6, 3. You have to flip it. And the one on the graph is negative.
So this vertex up here, the x has to be what?
Negative 6.
A negative? Or at least a negative in general. So what do y'all think about that?
When we do a 0 with it, and when we just do 2 numbers.
Well, the vertex is h comma k. When do we need to include a 0 when we're talking about what type of points? X-intercepts, which x-intercepts are in which function? Factored, or equation factored form, right? We also use a 0 when we're talking about, well, what are you finding in standard form? The y-intercept, right? So remember, a y-intercept is 0 comma whatever the y is. The x-intercept is x comma whatever, or whatever the x value is comma 0 for the y. So it's only when we're talking about x and y intercepts that we have that 0 involved. If it's vertex form, we have a vertex, h comma k. Now, could you have a 0 in vertex form? Yes. But that's not necessarily the point of the equation, okay? So now looking at F6, what do we think? No? That not anymore? Okay? So, and that's something we want to recognize. You have to write out, hey, that's my vertex form. Any others that might work? F which one? F7? Okay, we all agree?
I think.
I said no.
You said no, why?
Because the 3 would be positive.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
That one right there.
So what kind of point are you referring to there?
X and
The x-intercept, we want to recognize factored form. So x-intercept, what would the x-intercept be for this?
3, 0.
So that wouldn't work, right? That's a positive x-intercept. We only have negative x-intercepts, okay? Any others?
That would work. I think 8 would work now.
You think 8 would work now?
Yeah.
What do y'all think?
Yes.
Yes? What's the concavity for 8? Down. What's the vertex?
Negative 6, 3.
Okay, concave down, could that be negative 6, 3? Okay.
For number 6, if you said it'd be 3 comma negative 6 and negative 6.
Y'all tell me.
They're both positive.
Okay, so 1, they're both positive. And is h my x or y value?
X,
So it's a positive 6 for my x, and a
3.
positive 3 for my k, my y. Plainly put, x goes with x. Don't make it more complicated than that, right? H, your x value of the vertex, is with the x variable. So k is your y the y value of the vertex. I do want to point this out because I think this was freaking a lot of people out. Do we care about this?
No.
No. If you go into more detail, we will find out that there is a way to get the vertex from both B and A, but I am not stressing on that because honestly, with standard form, I'm going to have you graph it every single time. I do want you to recognize concavity, I do want you to recognize y-intercept, but for the most part, standard form, we're going to graph it and get one of the other two forms. Okay? So that's something to be aware of there. One detail, and I saw this being a bit of a struggle with one group, we want to remember that f of x for standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c. So what is my a value in this equation? 2. What's my c value? Close. Negative 8.9. So what is my B? 0. It's not there, so it's understood to be a 0. And you can have that, right? Same with the y-intercept. And I will point out, is this y-intercept good to go for this graph?
Yeah.
Why not?
It's a negative shoot, right?
The y-intercept is,
It's not like that, so would it be right, it would be right?
would the y-intercept work here?
Yeah, it's negative.
It's negative, right? Why do we not say F4 then? Right, that'd be concave up, whereas this one's concave down. Do we feel like we have a better understanding? We're ready to get rocking and rolling again? All right, let's get to work.
Can we have a nap period in your class?
A nav